Hi, everyone. Welcome to Black Girl in CLE, the podcast. I am your host, Shana Black, and in every episode, you'll meet some pretty cool people who are doing pretty cool things. So sit back and let's meet today's guest. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Shana Black, and today my guest is Danielle Ware, the Director of Admissions from the Cleveland School of Cannabis. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. So if you haven't guessed, today we are talking about cannabis and, more importantly, just some education pieces and opportunities that exist for folks here locally or just in general, but just some opportunities that exist and to learn a little bit more about the school. First of all, I've been following and knowing a little bit about the Cleveland School of Cannabis for a few years. Like we kind of intersected spaces. What is the school? Like, what do you guys do for people that aren't familiar with it? Just give us the basic information, the sales pitch, so to speak.
So we are the best, I'm going to say the best school out there in the market, just because not only do we offer that online program, we offer a hands-on program at our campus in Independence, Ohio. So students are able to come and touch the plant, see the plant, touch the soil, process the plant. They're able to do so many things with the plant here on campus that other schools don't have. So that hands-on experience it just puts us over the top.
Okay. And how long have you guys been around?
So this is our seventh, we're going on our 8th year in existence.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, just recently, Ohio voters passed a recreational use bill for cannabis, marijuana, but you guys have been around for 8 years. So kind of tell me about what you've been doing or how do you help people before that and just like your programming.
So it's exciting for us just because we've been around in that medicinal space. So we were teaching our students how to go out into that medicinal world, but also because we do have that online component where we teach people from different cities, different states, those different states, like let's say a Michigan who's already recreational. So not only do we have to teach those people here in Ohio how to navigate in that medicinal space, we also have to teach those people in Michigan how to navigate through that medicinal space, but as well as the recreational space. So it's exciting for us to now bring that component back to Ohio. So we are teaching people again, not only how to navigate with that medicinal, which is and I think that's where we hear we're just like medicinal, recreational. We hate those terminology because no matter what, it's a medicine. It's a medicine across the board. So we're teaching students how to greet a customer. Like you think, oh, I've worked at Target for 15 years. Like now you're entering into a whole different space. You have those customers that come in and they want to crack jokes. You have those customers that come in with their hood on and their shades and we're like, hey, you have to take that down. So you have to find that balance between that comfortable customer. And this is my first time. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I do want to try this medicine because I've tried everything else. And I feel like we teach our students those opportunities, we put people in a situation where I always laugh. I have a big window here, so I can see the parking lot. Like the first day, there's no stranger here. Like everyone is like, this is my friend. I feel like I've known them my whole life because it is so taboo. So I feel like students who initially started here because they saw the bigger picture a little bit earlier than other people, they were just like, hey, I've never had people in my life to talk about this about, like, but now I have these people in my life and we are connected. Like I'm just like, wow, they don't even know each other. And I see them, going to get lunch. I see them doing all type of things that first day here. So that already within itself is a pat on our back because we're bringing together people from all different walks of life. We just had an 86-year-old graduate. She was just like, this was something that I always wanted to do. I never thought it would be, legalized. And she enrolled. She did all of her classes at the library and probably a straight A student, if I'm not mistaken. So it's just like we bring people together from all different walks of life who have that same common goal. So now that everything is legalized here in Ohio, we have people who are now seeing, this is not what we normally thought it is. It's something that is going to be revolutionary. It's going to be changing lives. This is Uber. This is, Tesla. These are the groundbreaking things. And it's like, this is going to be a couple of years ago, everybody get into medicine, get into medicine, get into medicine. This is going to be what cannabis is now. So we have people, I need to get into cannabis. I need to get
Hmm.
into cannabis. I need to get into cannabis. And we offer those classes here.
So,
That's going to allow those people to get into
so
cannabis.
let me ask, because you've mentioned it multiple times already, the opportunity. People are taking advantage of this moment so that they can be ready. If you finish the program by doing your program, what's the next step? Like, now, do I open a dispensary? Am I able to work in a dispensary? What happens afterwards for these people that come out of your programs?
That's a loaded question just because right now the opportunities are endless. Just because if you're an accountant, you can become an accountant for cannabis. If you're an HVAC specialist, you can become an HVAC specialist. We offer classes that are going to, so we have people come in on all different walks of life. So that is how our programming is set up. So where are you right now? Like I said, we just had an 86-year-old graduate. She's like, I've been growing cannabis since 1970. She's not going to come in and take those introductory classes because I have that basic knowledge. I've been doing this for 60 plus years or whatever. She can start I'm going to just do the commercial cannabis class so that she's learning how to do it on a commercial level. But we also have people that come in. I have no idea about this. I just heard it on the news. I heard
Hmm.
issue two passed on the news, and I'm trying to get some education where they may start at a more basic level. That basic level is going to open their minds to endless opportunities. Oh, I didn't know I could do this in that cannabis space. I didn't know I can do that in that cannabis space. So it's opening their mind to the potential. And once they figure out where they want to go, that's where they move in our classes. So now in my mind, I want to be in the business side. So we offer a business component. That business component can be anywhere from entrepreneurship to managing a dispensary. So we're going to offer classes in that business standpoint. There are people who have that green thumb. I want to learn how to grow. I've been growing since 1970, so I don't need that basic grow information. So I'm going to start here. Oh, I didn't know that I can grow commercially, or I didn't know that I can grow home grow. So now you have that. Do I want to go here? Do I want to go there? And then you have me, who was the director of admission. I'm going to, explain to you, hey, if you like this component more, then you're going to go here. If you like this component there, you're going to go there. So we have that in that grow component. We also offer things on the extraction component. It just depends on where you want to go. And then we have classes that'll put you, there. So you can work in a dispensary. You can do the grow component. If you're looking to do the extraction, which is that more science math based component, that's where you go. We have classes structured on hemp. We have classes structured on the medical component. So if you have no idea, we have those introductory classes, so then we can see where you're going to go. If you do have an idea, we have classes geared towards that exact component that you could take those classes, and then you can go from there moving forward in those classes.
Great. So just to reframe it and just make sure I'm hearing you right, you can come in with just, I think it's a cool thing, and you guys will help navigate someone through the system. They don't have to come in with a specific reason or process. I guess my next question at the end of the program, like, do I need to go to school to do, especially now that everybody's like, you don't need to go to school for stuff. If I want to work in a dispensary, like, do I need to come through a program? Do I need like a seal or a diploma or something to say I completed this? That's how I get in this industry, or this is just really to make sure that I'm ready for the industry.
So in the state of Ohio, the answer is no. You do
Okay.
not need any education to move forward to work in the cannabis space. But to go up against someone that has the knowledge of CSC, it's going to be an unfair battle because being this is such a new space, jobs are going to want to have people that are experienced. We have a training over their POS system that allows our students to go in, which where a dispensary would have to train those students how to use that POS system. This is in the same Walmart, POS system. This is navigated towards that cannabis space. So our students doesn't have to have that training because they learn that here on campus. So we're putting skills on that resume. So when they look at that resume, those skills are they're gonna shine a little bit brighter than those without it.
I know we're going to talk about like recruitment and timing and all that, but for people that are like, hey, I'm already on board with this kind of thought process, or I'm already excited. What do they need to start? Like, is it just to call you and, hey, I'm in class, or is it like an application and you guys turn people away? There's so many
So
ways to deal
the
with
main
schools these days.
the
No,
main
you're
thing we
fine.
need right now is a high school diploma or GED. Once they have that high school diploma or GED, we have that website, csceducation.com. The classes are laid out with the times and everything so they can go on there. So we are allowing our students to fine tune where they feel they are in that space. So again, if they don't feel like they need those introductory courses, they can sign up for those classes that are more advanced or, moderate. If they feel like I have no experience, those are going to be classes on there as well that are going to have those introductory course fields. So they just need to go on that website, CSC Education, with all of those classes are going to be laid out, the descriptions. They'll just read through those and see, this class interests me, and then they'll just sign up right there on that website.
Is there a minimum, I'm sorry, is there a minimum age? You said like a high school diploma. Do you have to be like 18, 21, 25?
We start at 18. We do have some exceptions for those who graduate early at that 17 range, but
Mm,
18 with
okay.
a high school diploma. To be badged in any state, you have to be 21. You can't work in the other hemp CBD field, 18 plus. So those people who are not that 21 age range, we kind of, shift them towards that CBD field until they turn 21 years of
Okay.
age.
So you mentioned about people being badged. What does badged mean?
So, because of the medicinal component, moving into the recreational space, which was formerly ran by the Division of Pharmacy, and they're now ran by the Board of Commerce under Division of Cannabis Control, you have to be badged legally in the states to work in a dispensary. So you'll do fingerprint and background check, and then all of that will be ran through the Board of Commerce, and then they will present you with a badge underneath the state of Ohio.
Okay, even cooler. So about how long is the experience on campus for people? Like you said, they work at their own pace, but is there like a shorter route, like you're done in 6 weeks, or is it a 4-year program, like a university?
So students are allowed to take classes here on campus or online or via term. Our terms are 6 weeks in length, with our next term starting January 8th. March 4th will be the next term after that. So you'll take that class or classes that you're taking, and students range from taking 1 to 4 classes per term. Just depends on their work life schedule and balance and everything. Again, that's all up to the student, and that's all up to the student if you whether you want to take one class or if you want to take 4 classes, and then you'll take that for that 6 week term. We have students returning to take more classes. We also have students who are just like, hey, I got the information that I wanted to get, and now I'm, moving forward in that workforce. So again, it's completely up to the student.
Okay. Okay. So, because I didn't know if it was like a certificate, like, hey, completion, you did the 7 main classes. So, thanks for clarifying that. So, you mentioned January 8th is your next session, which may or may not be before this airs. But after that, March 4th, how long do people need a lead time? Like, should they start preparing right now if they can't make January 8th for March 4th? Like, I got to get stuff in line, or just I can just do it all and show up and have a sit down, go to the
Yeah,
website and
so
apply, and I'm in.
we are actually enrolling for that March 4th term as well. We have students who take the apply online route because they know what they want to do, or you can contact me here at the school via phone or email, and I can walk you through setting up those classes and what those classes look like for you. We'll be enrolling all the way from that January 8th term all the way up to January 7th. So if you want to wake up January 7th to say, hey, y'all want to enroll in a class, you have that option. Even if you wanted to enroll in January, if you can give me a call and I can, put you in the system. But we enroll all the way up into that term to the day before. January 7th is the beginning of the Sunday. So it's like that's a week from now at this time that we're talking. So it's just like I understand people are like, hey, I've never heard of this. So we always enroll a week or two. You start enrolling for the next term a week or two before the ending of the present term's enrollment.
Very cool. You might have mentioned it, but I just want to go back to it. Different times a day. So if I have a 9 to 5, are there evening classes? If I work second shift, are there weekend classes available for people that want to do the on-site?
So the on-site program is Monday through Thursday, so we don't have any Friday or weekend classes, but those class times range all the way from 9 in the morning, and classes are 2 hours a day and 2 days per week. So you're either going to take classes on Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday. If you love us enough, you can come Monday through Thursday. But a lot of our students just, go on those 2 days. So they know, hey, I only have class Monday, Wednesday, or I only have class Tuesday, Thursday. And again, each class is 2 hours in length. Classes start at 9 in the morning. And I believe our last class on campus is at 7 o'clock. So it's going to go to 9 o'clock. We do offer that online program where those classes, again, the same start time at 9 o'clock. The last class online is going to start around 8 o'clock, ending at 10 o'clock. But a good thing with those online classes, they are gifted with a 48-hour grace period. So if you aren't able to attend that class, if you had a doctor's appointment, that class is going to air the next day, 7 a.m., and you'll have 48 hours from that point to still watch the lectures, do the work, and get attendance for that class.
Oh,
So
cool. Very cool. So I think, as we think about where we're headed, and I know we're running out of time, we all saw issue two pass, and I hear that it's still in the works a little bit. What's the, like, not to say like what's the move, but where should people start thinking or leaning or preparing for what can be happening in opportunities or just things they should know about what legislation, where we are, like it's technically legal but not legal kind of thing happening right now. So can you talk a little bit about that and then also talk about how the opportunities that should be available for people to start moving towards to prepare for?
yeah, so I think right now I'm a big advocate on do research on your own. Again, this has been something that's have been taboo since way before any of us were born. So a lot of people are not wrapping their head around the concept that this is where we're moving forward. Not just Ohio, but the United States in general. This is where we're moving forward towards. And I think that you starting with your own research first is going to open your mind up to so many possibilities that you can't help but to move towards that education side, because you're going to see how everything is going to be shifting and changing, and how this medicine helped us, so long ago, and how this is how we're going to move forward in the future. So after doing your own research, you have to now move forward in that education space. So I think that people have to understand, again, this is so new that you can make your own anything in this field pretty much right now. Again, whether you want to be an architect, like there's just so many things. There have real estate agents, because you can't, there's zoning laws and things of that nature. So just figuring out where you want to be. And then once you figure that out, you could take those steps on your own. To those are the people that I say can take those steps and go online and figure that out. The people that, I don't know anything, I've done my own research, it intrigued me, I have questions. Those are the people that I encourage to talk to me so that we can have this conversation and we can figure out, where you want to go in this space. I think understanding the laws, people are calling, I want to do this, I want to do that. And it's just like, that's great. And, and I'm hoping that for you in the future. But right now, the things that are up in the air with that, that's not a possibility. We have now that home grow law. So we're offering a my first plant option where you can get the tent, get the seeds, get those things and grow at home. And we have an instructor that walks you through that grow process. So it's really understanding the laws and then understanding what I want to do, that combines those two together. And I feel like in order to do that, you have to be on our website. We offer a newsletter that goes out every week where they explain in entirety, what's going on in the state of Ohio right now, what's going on at CSC. So you can see how those two things compare. We do a really good job at explaining the law to people in terms that they understand, and then letting them know where that translates here and what they can do here. So when that home grow law passed, we put out there, you may not want to come in here for that 6 week session, but we have the opportunity for you to do that home grow at home and still get the knowledge of someone as an instructor here at CSC explaining that to you. You have the opportunity to do that because you may not want to come in here for that 6 week session. So we offer different things for the consumer, the student, to be able to find what they need, whether it's the laws. You're going to go on that website. You're going to be able to sit down and look at the videos that we have posted, explaining this is what's going on right now in the state of Ohio. We just had, representatives at the town hall for the state of Ohio still pushing for, while a lot of Ohio thinks, hey, we passed issue 2, we're done. We're still fighting every day to make sure that what they promised us is what is going to go forward. So we have to send representatives every time that they're meeting down at the town hall because they're trying to take away something that they're promised us. This is like, I always laugh. I'm like, this is like when you run for class president. You promised us free lunch. Like now you have to, jump on that. So we have to, it's still a fight every single day. So we're just really trying to make sure that not only we educate our people, but we make sure that we're still fighting, for our students because they're trying to take it away.
Okay. Thank you for your time. Any last words or things? I think you wrapped it up, but any last words or things that you want to make sure that we get across? And we'll definitely have the link on the website for people, but any last words, closing thoughts that you want to share?
So we are always doing open houses. If you ever just want to come down to our open house and just, take a look around the school, hear what, some exciting things that we're doing. Our next open house is January 17th, 6:30 to 8. You can sign up online at csceducation.com. And we have instructors that are going to be doing live demonstrations to kind of show what they're doing in their classes, just so you're able to see, this might be the area that I want to, learn about.
Very cool. My guest today is Danielle Ware, the Director of Admission of the Cleveland School of Cannabis, CSC. I just want to say thank you so much for your time. We'll definitely include the link so that people can reach out, learn more, find out more about your offerings. And again, just thanks so much for being on the show today.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right. Thanks everyone for listening. We'll talk to you next time.